What is happening, guys? Welcome to the second episode of Frontlines. This episode, we will be looking at our first blaster, and that is the E-11 blaster rifle, actually. And hi, I'm Tim, and we have Josiah back, and hopefully we'll be having him back several times, as he's a regular. And how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty great. I'm happy to be doing this. It's been a few days, I guess, since we did the first episode, and I'm happy that we're really getting into our first real episode about a blaster. So,
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and start looking at that. We've got the E-11 blaster rifle, like I said, and the little description that comes with the game about it says that it is a powerful and accurate blaster rifle. The E-11 is ideal for use in all environments. It has been adopted as the standard weapon of Imperial forces. And it has, of course, the little charts for it. It's got pretty good damage, about equal range. Maybe a little over 3/4 of the bar is filled with that. Rate of fire is about half, and cooling power is just under that. So, like they said, it's pretty standard and pretty good for use in all environments. But overall, Josiah, what were your impressions of the E-11 blaster?
When I first got the game, I preferred the, I think it's the 280, the Rebel blaster better.
Right.
And then recently I've actually picked up the E-11 and started using it more. It's a little bit more powerful. It's got shorter bursts than the 280, which I like. It's good for short range and even long range. I've been using it in cargo this past week a lot. It's a great gun. I really like it.
Yeah, I love the dynamics of it because I see why it's standard. It's because some blasters in this game are very specific in their uses for certain types of maps or certain types of game modes even. But this one, it's pretty versatile. And the range isn't the best of them, but it has decent range. You can get people from a distance, kind of like what I just did. Even though I have no life left, but that's good. You're right. The speed it's not the fastest, it's not the slowest. It's right there in the middle. The damage is pretty good. You don't have to be extremely accurate to use it well, but the more accurate you are, the better you will be using it. So I think it's great. And as far as I use when I look at Battlefront, I do use my definition as open map, closed map. I don't think I use it the same way the devs do, but just solely based off of the environment. So if you're in a lot of tunnels, I treat that. That's what I do as a closed map. And if it's a more open thing, like most Walker Assault maps, that's what I have for open maps. So for me, I use the E-11 on both because if you're rounding a corner in a tunnel and there's an opposing person right there, it's fine for that. Or if it's a distance in a more open map, it's fine for that too.
Yeah, this is like the standard gun that everybody picks up at first. You get this in the 280 when you're starting off, and one's a little bit faster and one's a little bit slower, but the E-11's a little bit slower, but it's got more power behind it compared to the 280.
Right.
It just depends on what type of player you are. If you're more accurate, you might want to pick up the 280 if you can handle it, because it shoots faster, so you got to be more on target compared to the E-11.
Right. Yeah, no, that's very true. And for me, one of the blasters I kind of settled on at first was the DL-44. Before it went through the whole nerf, and then after they did that, I was just exploring the weapons more, or the blasters. And I did settle on the E-11 as my standard. I do change it up depending on the map and the game mode and everything, but my standard, my comfort zone almost, is the E-11.
Yeah, you can really use it in any map in Battlefront, and some blasters aren't that way at all.
Plus, it just looks really cool because from the movies, it is the standard Imperial blaster. And so especially when you are the Imperials or a Stormtrooper in this game, it just looks pretty awesome when you're using it.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And also in first person, which I don't play first person very often. But when I do, again, it just looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't play first person much, but when I do, and you're holding that E-11, it just makes you feel powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, but so I would recommend it to well, anyone really, because again, regardless of how accurate you are, if you already are accurate, you'll be great with it. If you're not, you don't need to be because of how it's got a decent amount of damage and rate of fire combination. So I think it's appropriate really for anyone. And if you're still getting comfortable with the game, then this is one I would recommend using and checking out to get comfortable with this. And I think it will almost be like a gateway into some of the other blasters.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Yeah, it's like the beginner's blaster that everybody can use.
Right. So, I guess that's pretty much our thoughts on the E-11 blaster. If there's, by the way, if there are any things you would like to ask us either about the E-11 blaster or things you would like us to cover in the future for other blasters, you can either in the comments section write that question and we'll get back to you, or say, hey, maybe next time when you guys talk about a blaster, could you address this part of it? You can also put that in the comment section or on Twitter. You can tweet us. Our handle is @FrontlinesShow. So, having said all that, thank you guys for watching this. If you liked the episode, then you can hit the like button. If you disliked it, you can hit the dislike button. And we truly, if you didn't like it, please let us know so we can make it better as we progress. And if you hit the dislike button, maybe leave a comment on why you didn't like it. So again, we can work on that. And if we would also subscribe to the show, catch all our future stuff, we would greatly appreciate it. And we're going to have fun. Our next episode, we'll be looking at the Rebel Depot map and how to play that best. So thank you guys for watching. And until the next episode, we will see you guys next time.